G'day, Dan and Josh at the Acoustic Centre with something a little bit different for you today. Joshy, the first amp we've ever had in the undisclosed tone room. Here it is.
And here it is, and an amp you've been talking about and thinking about for quite some time.
We are so far away from the rest of the world down here in the Antipodes, as they say. This amp was released by Taylor Guitars a year or so ago now. And it's the sort of thing you see on the internet and you take one look at this and go, wow, that is one of the most beautiful amps I've ever seen.
It's true.
It's the Circa 74 by Taylor Guitars. It has just arrived at the store this week and we're going to put it through its paces. What do you think, Joshy? How nice is it?
Well, if you've been to our shop before, the Acoustic Centre, that is to say, you know that there's a lot of wood on the walls and on the floors.
Yes.
We've tried to make it an earthy, wooden, organic environment.
Yeah.
And the amplifiers you often think of, black and rock.
Plastic.
and plastic. But this is something organic and beautiful, I think. Obviously it's an electronic device, if we want to put it that way. But, when you wrap it with a beautiful leather handle, beautiful wooden cabinetry, it makes you go, that's designed for acoustic guitar playing.
Yeah.
So, that's what I like about it.
It's a genuine solid mahogany cabinet. Comes with this wooden stand as well, so that it just lifts off. I'm not going to do that now. And slots in with a bit of a tilt back. Perfect for a small gig or the lounge room or the studio, Joshy. Circa 74. This was Bob Taylor's project to get into amp building. And at the time when he was putting it all together, it reminded him of the early days of Taylor when they were just trying to get themselves out there. And so they've called it the Circa 74, 1974 being when Taylor started, of course. Something really cool. Designed to be used with a lot of different pickups, not just Taylor guitars.
Yeah.
We've got an 814 CE Builders Edition here. Thought we'd kick off with it.
Not a bad guitar.
Beautiful guitar, isn't it?
Something I've spoken to people in the shop about quite a lot is people are looking to start playing gigs, start practicing, start working out how to actually take that next step into the live music arena.
Yeah.
And the first time they plug into an amp, it sort of freaks them out.
You hear all your mistakes.
You can hear your guitar. It's like, it's right in your face.
Yeah.
And all the things that you think you know about playing, as soon as you amplify it, it's a sort of another learning curve again. So I don't think that it's just for people who are playing gigs having an acoustic amp.
Not at all.
I don't think so anyway, because what I've noticed is that it gives you, what I always talk to people about is that extra spatial dimension and roundness that you can't get, that the pickup adds extra dimension to your playing. Particularly spatial dimension. What I mean by spatial dimension is this has a nice reverb on it. You can hear it if I just slap this.
I'm going to crank it up a bit.
Yeah, crank up that reverb.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess it's a room reverb, I would call it.
A little taste, and with the playing, I'll crank it right up.
Yeah, beautiful reverb. So, getting back to what I was trying to say, my point is that spatial dimension of practicing plugged in, I think is a good thing for your playing, and it's also a bit more inspiring.
It is.
Yeah, because you've got this little bit of tail to play expressively into and get a bit, I guess, moody. How can I use that word?
Mate, it's great. I'm not going to lie. I bought one of these. I bought one of these this week. The first one off the boat. And for the last 3 nights at home, I've been playing acoustic guitar plugged in for the first time in ages.
Yeah, and
it is so good.
Yeah, and I think there's a bit of a misconception that amplifiers, I think it just comes from the 70s and the 80s and even maybe the 90s, that an amplifier is about loudness.
Right.
But I don't think of that. And when I think of acoustic amps, I think of acoustic amps as the quality of the tone.
Yeah.
And it doesn't actually have to be loud. It's just more about an extra dimension to your playing, spatial dimension, and another way of expressing an inspiration. Sorry, I hope that doesn't sound too.
No. It's very true.
No.
It's a great way to improve your playing. Plugged in. 2 channels.
Yep.
We're in the guitar channel at the moment. That's
Yep.
channel 2. Channel 1 is guitar or a vocal mic. I've tried the vocal mic. It's great. It's warm. And that's another thing. If you're a singer, if you're starting out singing into a mic is a whole different ball game than just singing in the shower.
That's right. It's very
you hear
in your face, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, is that how I sound?
That's
right.
right.
So it's important to practice all these things.
So each channel has a 3-band EQ, bass, middle, and treble. Reverb on each channel, and a level for each channel, and a master volume. Pretty simple stuff. Also has Bluetooth capabilities, Josh.
Bluetooth capabilities.
I've got another guitar for you.
Yeah, give me another guitar. And while you're doing that, I mean, the one thing I was going to say is that we're just miking this today. So there's mic here that we're talking into. So that's how, I guess, the amplifier would sound in a room.
In the room.
This does have a DI out. So it's a direct out from the back. And also you've got a send and return for an effects loop as well, which is pretty important for some people.
Yeah. I've gone with a different body shape. Obviously, it's the Mini Maton. It's the Troubadour. That's a pocket rocket, got the AP5 Pro in it, of course.
Yep. Right. Okay, a bit louder pickup. Obviously, a Maton is quite a hot pickup compared to a Taylor pickup. So again, like I love playing plugged in. I often plug my acoustic in at home when I'm practicing just because I like that dimension and the feel of just a little bit more oomph.
Right. You can play softer as well.
Yeah, you can play softer. I think that people will be maybe out there saying, isn't that taking away from acoustic dimensions? I guess so.
Still sounds good,
but
though.
it's just about a sound and another way of playing, I guess. So get that sound there. Oh, nothing wrong with that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Also, like these Mini Matons are pretty good as well.
I've got another one for you.
All right, give us another guitar. All right. Okay.
There are plenty of nylon string players out there, Joshy, who love to play plugged in as well. That's a beautiful Ferk classical performance style nylon with a nice slim neck. Comes with the bag's Element VTC.
Doesn't sound terrible.
Yeah.
It sounds. Out there saying that's I'm playing with a pick on a nylon string. I should be cursed.
Yes, you should.
But I'm sorry, I play with a pick.
That's
usually.
Fine. Sounds great.
Does sound good.
So that's the Circa 74. It's so great to finally have it. It's the sort of thing you could put in your lounge room as well, and it just goes with the furniture.
I'm already leaning on it like this.
It's so cool.
The other thing is headphones.
Yeah.
Headphones in with a 3.5mm input. So that's like the small headphone jack.
Yeah.
And an auxiliary in as well. So.
And here's something I prepared earlier.
Yes.
Say you want to play along to a song, one of your favourite songs.
Yeah.
No need to mess around with different devices, Joshy. You dial up Spotify on your phone, you bang it straight through. Bob's your uncle. Take us out with a few chords.
I can do my practice. And so on and so forth.
Beautifully done, my friend.
Great. We can listen to some tunes. Good song.